Hey, what's going on? You know who it is. You know what it is. All right, you guys, peep game. I want to further talk about the issue that's going on with Jason Mitchell. Now, Jason Mitchell issued a statement. Basically, he's saying that he's going to speak about the situation. And I think that's good that he speaks because it's two sides to every story. So basically, one strike and he's out, right? To me, this sounds pretty much like what happened with Martin Lawrence and Tisha Campbell on the last season of Martin. And we all know the last season of Martin was like, as far as the chemistry between Martin Lawrence's character and Tisha Campbell's character, it was just like in the toilet. If you really noticed the last season, Martin Lawrence and Tisha Campbell rarely had scenes together. There were some episodes where she wasn't even on the show. It was sort of like what happened with Suzanne Summers and the whole Chrissy character from Three's Company, where it got to the point before they just totally removed her from the show. They had her doing scenes where she was like supposed to be in another state and all that type of shit. So it seemed like it's headed for that situation. But the problem that I have with the situation with Brandon Mitchell, this dude is about to totally lose his career over mistakes that he made. And none of you feminists, don't bring y'all asses on here saying I'm cool with how he treating it. Don't even try it. I ain't trying to hear that. What I'm saying is this has happened and been happening forever in Hollywood. Real talk. I mean, he should sit a year and then get back to working. Try to get some counseling, whatever they can, but we don't know what happened. We really don't know what happened. So one strike and he's completely blackballed from Hollywood. His agency dumps him. He's removed from a few TV projects. Because technically, I ain't heard about Jason Mitchell being arrested and charged. Harvey Weinstein was, even though the charges was dropped. And see, this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. So he not gonna get to work again, but Mel Gibson continued to work after what he did and said. Let me explain something to you. Even back in 2010, where Mel Gibson got caught recording or got caught being recorded saying that, racist stuff that he said, Mel Gibson continued to work, even though he lost a couple of projects. But he continued to work. Mel Gibson, since 2010, when that happened, is 2019, has put out, 10 films? Don't seem like he didn't slow down since. Don't seem like his career took a dramatic halt. Yeah, he stopped appearing in theatrical movies that play at the movie theaters, but he made a shitload of, made for DVD and a whole bunch of, made for DirecTV movies. So his career didn't die down. Real talk. He's continued to work. Casey Affleck and Ben Affleck, two brothers, both have been accused of sexual harassment and inappropriate behavior. Casey Affleck won a damn Oscar. Ben Affleck has worked continuously. So Jason Mitchell is ostracized from Hollywood, completely blackballed. So his career is over. So he's removed from projects. What about what Kevin Spacey did? Kevin Spacey's career hasn't died down. Kevin Spacey has continued to work. Okay? And from what people are saying, Kevin Spacey broke the law. But this is the type of shit that I'm talking about. Black men can't make one mistake without them losing everything. Career is over. And the funny part about it is, I ain't heard none of these black women groups going after him because they're waiting to see and hear his side of the story. Because we shouldn't jump to a conclusion. We need to hear his side of the story. Now, if he did do something wrong, shame on him. But at the end of the day, he shouldn't lose his career because other people ain't losing their careers. This is the issue that I have. This is why I make the type of content that I make. And I'm going to continue to call out these double standards that go on in Hollywood. Now, everybody went guns blazing, gun ho at Bill Cosby. They act like Bill Cosby is the worst person that ever existed. And that ain't even remotely true. But they wanted to make him the example. But what they did was they mentioned a couple of white guys' names. So basically guys like me, oh, well, you can't say it's a racial thing because they talked about white guys doing it too. Well, how come Bill Cosby is the only motherfucker that went to jail? Why ain't Kevin Spacey in jail? Why ain't Casey Affleck in jail? And it ain't just about inappropriate behavior. It's about just doing all kind of stuff. The dude that played in Alpha Dog, Emil Hirsch, that dude beat the crap out of a lady. Threw her over a table. He's still working. But Jason Mitchell is ass out. This is the problem that I have with Hollywood. No consistency. But like I said, when they was bringing up all the white dudes, it was a smokescreen for them to go full throttle at the brothers. That's what they do now. They go after the white dudes first, or they'll throw their names out there first. But then they gonna go after the brothers with intent, hatred, malice. Everything and anything you can think of. Real talk. Am I lying, everybody? Am I lying? Anybody? Everybody that's listening, am I lying? And anybody that say this ain't a racial thing, please, you a liar. Anyway, this is your boy Town Biz. I'm out. Facts.